Welcome back to the channel, people. Y'all don't know. It's your boy Riley. Yes, I am here. Back again with another one. Talking about football and football aspect and football business. Get me? Yes, we're talking also about Arsenal business, which is our business. Everybody knows it. Once an Arsenal business, a few business. And we don't care what nobody wants it. Our business and Arsenal business goes hand in hand. Yeah, we're together like this. Me and Arsenal. That is it. That is it. People, big up on the damn self. Big up on the damn self. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. We're here doing another one. Some interesting topic today. Yes, we have some very, very interesting topic today. We're going to be on the World Cup front as well. Yes. We're gonna be on the World Cup front as well. So just so y'all know, we're still talking about World Cup. But this time it's the 2030 World Cup, which is very, very interesting. That mad. Me not gonna lie, that mad. So we're gonna talk about that. We also gonna try to figure out what I go on with Julian Alvarez. You know what I mean? Where y'all think Julian Alvarez actually gonna end up? You get me? Because guess what? Arsenal want an elite player. And Alverz is still an Arsenal radar. Yes, Alverz is still an Arsenal radar. So let's see what I'm gonna end up with that scenario. So much players in the transfer. In this transfer window that has not yet moved. Club said them not sell them. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. We're talking about Diamandi. We're talking about Krupi. We're talking about Alverz. We're talking about Vinny Jr. A lot of elite players still out there. You know what I mean? That still can make a difference in some team where nothing are really going yet in terms of movements. So we're going to have to figure out, are these players going to move? What is it going to take for these players to move? You get me? Lots of questions, more questions and answers. But nevertheless, we're going to talk about it and we're going to try and answer it. Cheers. Having a cup of lemonade. Nice in the night, yeah. Yes. So, big up the people that we watch. Wanna like the channel yet? Oh yeah, like the channel. That is it. Big up on the damn self. Big up on the self. Big up on the self, man. Welcome to the stream. So here we are. Right? We just finished the World Cup. Right? And it's probably premature for you to start talking about the next World Cup. But something catch my attention. You know what I mean? Something catch my attention. Before we even go this on, make a big up Spain. Big up Spain. Why? Because Spain are the champions. Not only is Spain the champions, but Spain see football. Yes. Spain see football. Football was going down a lonely dark road. You know what I mean? And Spain shed some light in the thing. And trust me, we can find it again. Yes, we can find football again, people. And we are happy. We are delighted about that. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? The fact that we can find football again, I'm happy. So Spain is the 2026 World Cup champions, and quite so. They did very well. They played magnificent in the final. When I watched a Spain game in the final, it was only a matter of time until goal scored. You can't be knocking at a door so hard and the person them inside that room or that house don't get annoyed. Call the police or open the door. One out of the two. Is either them going to call the police or they going to open the door. That was Spain. Spain was knocking on that door. Eventually the door was open. And Spain got let in. You know what I mean? So it was a fantastic situation. Fantastic World Cup final. You know what I mean? In terms of the football play. I mean, like, at one point it seemed kind of boring to me because it was just a relentless attack against a tiring defense. You get me? And no goal now scored. You know what I mean? You have 11 man behind the ball, it's just ridiculous. And remember, you're the world champion. And defending for your life like that, no. But anyway, Spain win the World Cup. And that. Yes. Big up everybody. My team Brazil get knocked out. You may keep on talk about my team Brazil, you know. And let me tell you why. My team Brazil get knocked out. And the reason I keep on talking about my team Brazil get knocked out is because I want to highlight it and I want to remember it. Because Brazil now play Brazil football no more. You get me? Me don't know what kind of football is them play, but them lose them identity. And when you lose your way, you have to come home. You see, when you lose the identity, you have to find it. You get me? You can't be unique and then just start be like everybody else. That's Brazil. Brazil was unique and now them just start be like everybody else. So them need to change. You get what I say? Them need to change. So that is the whole situation. Brazil needs to find back them identities. That's me keep on mentioning Brazil because Brazil needs to find them way. All right. Let's talk about the World Cup 2030. The World Cup 2030 is kind of crazy, people. You know what I mean? At first, I thought it was just as simple as probably something like this World Cup, where you have USA, Canada, and Mexico host it, right? So the 2030 World Cup is scheduled to be hosted across Morocco, Portugal, and Spain, which is mad all by itself because that's Africa and Europe, right? So that is mad all by itself. Africa and Europe are host the 2030 World Cup. And you look into it and say, yo, all right, cool. And me I got the 2030 World Cup still in Africa, me I go, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah. Me I got the motherland, brother. Me I got the motherland. You know what I mean? I don't know, make sure say the best match I play the motherland because that's what me want to go visit. You know what I mean? So me start see from now. Yeah. So the 2030 World Cup host, the main hosts, that's what I should say. The main hosts are Morocco, Spain, and Portugal. You get me? That's the main host of the whole situation. You get me? That is it. Big up Chris, big up Chris, big up Chris. I see Chris leveling up. Leveling up. Big up yourself, Chris. You know what I mean? That is it. And my community is the best, and I always tell people that my community is leveling up like that. You know what I mean? Chris is at level 1. Big up yourself, Chris. You know what I mean? Appreciate you being a part of what's going on. You know what I mean? The members are turning out and turning up. Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Leveling. That's the thing. That's what you call support, you know? Yeah, man. That is support. That is support. Big up your damn self, of course. Chris say, yo, Riley sending flowers. Yes, I. Yes, I. So, as we not talk about what's up, we're right here, man, right here trying to understand this World Cup situation for 2030, Chris. You know what I mean? We're trying to understand the World Cup situation for 2030 because it's mad. You get me? It's mad. You know what I mean? Yeah, we get in there. So, let me break it down first. So, we have 3 countries. Morocco, right? Portugal and Spain, which is the main host country. The main host country. Then we have Paraguay, Uruguay, and Argentina, which is also countries that are going to be hosting one game. Make that sink in. Make that sink in. You understand me? Make that sink in. So the whole situation is this. These World Cup games are going to be hosted across 6 countries and 2 continents. Madness. Madness, madness, madness. Can you imagine that? Madness. 2 continents, 6 countries. Spain, Portugal, Morocco, Uruguay, Paraguay, and Argentina. I can't tell everybody this, me not got Argentina. Me not got Argentina, Uruguay, or Paraguay. A war country, a world war, them a try break out in them the country there. Football enough it most of them the place, I'm not like. It's like there was some good football nation, but no. Mm-mm. That kind of it. That kind of it. 64 teams. 64 teams. So guess what? We are leave from 34 or 36, which one? To 48. Well, from 36 to 38 to 48 to now 64. 64 team. You know what I mean? Christopher, finally, Jamaica will be there. And even so, Jamaica still might find a way to mess it up. Jamaica still might find a way to mess it up, Chris. Big man thing. You know what I mean? Trishana said, you think it's money making? Definitely, of course. Of course. Football is about making money now. It's all about making money now. That's what football is about. You understand what I'm saying? It's about making money at this present time. That's what it's about. You get me? So we're not gonna grow out the situation and behave like so we don't understand and know what I'm going. We ain't stupid to the thing. You get me? Money them I try to make. And that. It's understandable. You understand me? But we want to see how it work. I would like to see how this work. This organization are go massive. You know what I mean? It's like a massive for you get this together and organize it the way it's supposed to organize. 6 countries, 2 continents, Africa and Europe. You know what I mean? I don't think Italy will still qualify. No. There was something that I forget to put into the introduction, into the thumbnail. There was something very important I forget to put into the thumbnail. Pep Guardiola has been in contact to become the next Italy manager. That's a bomba boy. You hear from Riley's World? That's a Riley's World bomba. You understand? Pep Guardiola has been in contact, in talks to become Italy next manager. They've been in contact they've been in talks for about 3 days now. Is it gonna happen? I don't know. But about 3 days of the conversation now for Pep to become the next manager of Italy. Because the Spain manager not gonna make. Because the Spain manager play pretty football, decent football. So if you're gonna wait for the Spain job, you might have to wait a while. So I don't see no sense in wait. So moving on, it looks good. Pep might go to Italy or even Morocco. I'm hearing that too. Okay. So that's the situation. I hope he goes to Jamaica. I was looking at it, I'm like, Pep, why don't you want to go to the tropical, you know what I mean? Jamaica don't sound interesting to you? Pep, go to Jamaica and just take over the football and just do your thing, man. They're going to get the keys to the JFF Football Federation. You get me? You're going to get a mansion for the beach, unlimited money, if you do what you want to do. You don't even need money. They might take care of you, Jamaica, you there. Jaja. Leave me to wonder what happened to Jamaica football. All these top managers are moving into international football. Can we manage to get one top manager at Jamaica? Don't nobody want a house on the beach? No? Nobody? It's just crazy, right? It's crazy. But Jamaica better make sure them qualify for the next football cause for the next World Cup. Because it's not a joke, man. It's not a joke. It's some serious thing right now. No, I mean, it's some serious thing right now. So Pep is on his way, or Pep is in communication, you know what I mean, to take over from Italy. Italy has some fantastic players players, you know. So I don't even understand why Italy never qualify. Italy has some good players. You get me? So them that qualify is really on them. And probably them system or whatever it is that really hold them back. Isn't it? But with 64 teams, the tournament will be too long. I think they're gonna have to play um, more games. I think there's still gonna be the same amount of tournament, but I think it's gonna be more games. They might have to be doubling up on games as well. You may never know. They might have to be doubling up on games as well. So that's probably a part of the whole situation. But as I said before, with 64 teams, man, a team like Jamaica can probably make it this time around. Or every time around. And they do have good players. We just need a proper coach. You know what I mean? We just need a proper coach. We need somebody who love the game and can. We need somebody who really, really love the game. You know what I mean? And have faith in a Jamaica football. You get me? I'm really, really willing to go the miles to make sure that we qualify. We haven't really had that since Renaissance. You get me? Since the professor, we haven't really had that. So it's just crazy. The last time I see, Shushan asked, do you research if they're trying to get a coach? The last time I see, they put out a bulletin that they are looking for a coach. I'm like, yo, Jamaica is a big country, you know. It's a big little country, but you know what I mean. And you're gonna put advertisement over the media that you're looking for a coach, which I don't know if it's a real situation or a false situation. You know what I mean? But if that's the situation, I don't want a slap outside on the head. You're not gonna lie. We're not behave like some kindergarten picnic. You get me? Look, identify, and then make your move. Any coach you don't want, just approach them. Just like every other people. Approach them. You know what Pep Guardiola? Make the call. Yo, interested in the Jamaica job? You're the best coach in the world. And if anybody can turn around this team and make them make it to the World Cup, is you. Do you want to prove that you're the best coach in the world, or do you not want to prove that you're the best coach in the world? Come coach this Jamaica team. Take us to the World Cup and carry us far in and let us win it and make people understand say you name Pep. Yeah, not gonna happen still, but we just use Pep as an example. You know what I mean? Because Pep need money for run FEMA organization. You understand me? Yeah. That is it. But 2030 World Cup is really amazing. It's really amazing to see how FIFA gonna pull this 6 country, 2 continent situation and really make it work and really make it flow properly. It won't be very, very interesting to see. People, like on the channel, man. Put a like on the channel. We're really talking football. You know what I mean? Football business, football business, you know. You know what I mean? That's what we do. We eat, sleep, drink, and breathe football. When football not play, we're miserable. Miserable, miserable, miserable. So yeah, we are do the damn thing and all of that. Yeah. What's the next thing on it? Yeah, so the extra teams are the extra host nations are Uruguay, Paraguay, and Argentina. And they became a host nation because it's FIFA 100th anniversary. So it's a 100th anniversary of FIFA. You know what I mean? So I guess that's the reason why. It's 3 continents, not 2. Sorry, it's 3 continents. It's South America, it's Europe, and it's Africa. Sorry, my bad. 3 continents. You know what I mean? Yes. Would love to see Nigeria as well. The competition will increase through, and Mbappe can score more goals. Yeah, because Mbappe is the leading goal scorer in a World Cup tournament now. You know what I mean? He took that in this tournament, so he's just going to extend that lead right now. But guess what? These goal scorers are becoming better. You have Joe Bellingham and these other players that have scored. You have Haaland. Y'all don't leave out Haaland. You know what I mean? You have Haaland. Haaland will be there coming next World Cup. Because now we will be there again. You know what I mean? And Holland going to bring this World Cup to life. This 2030 World Cup to life. He should be in his prime, about 27 at the time, 28, somewhere there. And then you're gonna have new gems coming up, Don't underestimate that either. You're gonna have new gems coming up. People gonna be coming up. You know what I mean? That gonna want to make their mark. You have Yamal that is still here. You know what I mean? He played well, but he never scored much in the World Cup yet. So you expect him to mature. At that age, he'll be 23. He'll be 23 at that age. So it's a fantastic. Um, I've been craving for this young group and to get some limelight. I've been craving for this young group to be let go into football society. You know what I mean? The gatekeeping was not it. You know what I mean? Too much gatekeeping, man. Messi and Ronaldo been gatekeeping too long, man. You know what I mean? I'm not scared to say what I want to say. That's the reason why this channel was built. For persons who didn't have a voice. You get me? Messi and Ronaldo has been gatekeeping too long. They're old. 41 and 39 is holding football years. You know what I'm saying? And they needed to retire a while now. The Alverz and all of them, it's their World Cup, this one. This World Cup that just finished is the Alverz, is the Mbappe, is the Holland, you know what I mean? The Bellingham, you know what I'm saying? This is their World Cup. But it was overshadowed by the Neymar, the Messi, the Ronaldo. Neymar is injury prone. You know what I mean? Barely even make it fit to the World Cup. You know what I mean? I still don't think he was fit at all. I don't think Neymar was 60% fit. You get what I'm saying? I don't think he was 60% fit. Then you have the Ronaldo 41 that I think is the reason why Portugal didn't go further in this World Cup. To be honest with you. You get me? And Messi, I mean, like, Messi is Messi still. You know what I mean? Messi done his thing, but at times I think Messi is a person. Messi is on the field, and it's like they would have done better with somebody that would have been contributing more. You get me? Because Messi don't tackle. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Messi walk 95% of the time he's walking on the field. Except when they're in attack and he's probably in a position that he's gonna try to put himself in a position to get the ball. You get me? So this situation causes, you know what I mean, you to be at a disadvantage. You understand? And I think Argentina was in a disadvantage a lot of the time, you know what I mean, with Messi. They play the ball game completely surrounding Messi. So they don't know how to function without him. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to function without him. So let's see if they're gonna be able to do that going forward, because it's not an easy task, It's not an easy task. They have to learn how to function without him, because it's not gonna be at the next World Cup. Christian Real Madrid players score over 22 goals in this World Cup. There was no Real Madrid player in the I would say Barcelona team, because that must be a Barcelona team. There was no Real Madrid player in the Spain team, Chris. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No Real Madrid player in the Spain team. But I don't think a single nation will host World Cup anymore. Because from 2030 there will be 64 teams, and it will be really tough for a single nation to host double the amount of matches on the same day. I think they need to bring the World Cup to the Caribbean, man. FIFA need to invest in the Caribbean and let us get some stadiums together. You know what I mean? Give Jamaica one nice tree stadium, Trinidad, you know what I mean, and all of them, and let us host. Let the Caribbean host the World Cup. You know what I mean? Pick out the three best Caribbean country. Let us host the World Cup. I think we can do it. Of course. Of course we can. Yes, we can. You understand? Yeah, man. Spain Barcelona team. Yeah, Spain is like a Barcelona team, and I'm saying it, I'm like, yo, not one Real Madrid player. The only Real Madrid player in the Spain team was an incoming Real Madrid player, Cucurella. Cucurella, incoming. That is mad. That is mad. But we know the team though. Yep. Yeah. So the World Cup is a crazy thing. Cucurella from Madrid, Chelsea. Yeah, that's your dream signing right there. That's your dream signing right there. Your boy from one of your club to the other your club. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I know you're happy about that. You're happy about that. Yeah, so this World Cup is gone. The next World Cup is coming and they're gonna be crazy. Yeah, I mean gonna be crazy. 3 continents, 16. That's mad. South America, Europe, and Africa. Let's see them try hosting this in four continent. Let's put the Caribbean in there, man. Yeah, I mean let's put the Caribbean in there. Let's put another let's put the Caribbean in there and see what happens. But then there's gonna be too much host nation and too much free entry. Probably. Yeah, probably. Seem like most people sleeping tonight, Chris. It's like just me and you. Chelsea owners have said they have 300 million pound for a transfer window this season, and they are looking for two more signings. Oh yeah. Well, they already spent half of that on Rodgers. They already spent half of that on Rodgers. So what's that? They already spent half of that on Rodgers, Chris. Real talk. You know what I mean? So they don't got much left. They don't got much less left. It's crazy though. It's crazy how Chelsea always jump ahead and break the bank for a signing. You know what I mean? It's crazy, crazy how they always do that. But I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what they're about this season. You know what I mean? Let's see what Arsenal is about this season because they have not been doing what they're supposed to do for us as yet. You know what I mean? They're leaving us in a situation where we're worried. We're not panicking yet, but we're worried. You know what I mean? We're worried because we don't understand why. You know what I mean? We do not understand why. Why is it that Arsenal always choose to do business the way they do business? You know what I'm saying? Why is it that Arsenal never go through with a transfer and let us just be good about what we're doing? You know what I mean? Just be merry, happy about a transfer window. Um, so let's see who get Nico. Yeah, Nico is a special case. Nico is an interesting one, man. Nico is actually interesting one. I think he just put himself on the transfer market in a spectacular way. You know what I mean? I don't know if Bilbo can hold on to him this season because they have been doing that for a little bit now. I don't know if they can hold on to him this season. Let's see if they can. Let's see if they can. Let's see if they want to because they might have to cash in. Normally, Spanish players normally Spanish players have a release clause, so you should have one. So let's see who's willing to trigger that. Yeah, let's see who's willing to trigger that release clause and take him. Does he even want to leave Spain? That's another story right there. Because he had plenty of opportunity to do so, and he keep on renewing his contract. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he keep on renewing his contract all the time. So does he want to leave Spain? That's a $1 million question. Does he want to leave Bilbao? Because I think Barcelona was on the card last season for Nico. You know what I mean? And he chose to remain at Bilbao. You know what I mean? So let's see if this season is the season that he moves and try to make something of himself, you know what I mean, in football. You get me? You know what I hate? I hate when good players feel like they have to go to a club where there's big names in order to be relevant. If you're a good player, why can't you build your own team? Go to your own team and build your own team. Be the main guy there. You get what I'm saying? Be the main guy there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. These players to go to a team and be the main guy there. Or be one of the main guy there. But not just go to a team to blend in and become a regular ordinary player just because. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't understand it. Chris, at the end of this week, we'll get to know about the Olise situation. And if not for him, there are definitely going to be going for Rodri. With that performance that Rodri did in the World Cup, bro, I think even with Olise, they might still be going for Rodri. You know what I'm saying? Barcelona and Real Madrid is training up, and they're doing a magnificent job at it. You get me? They're strengthening, and that's the reason why I'm worried. I'm not worried about the league. I'm worried about the Champions League. Because the Champions League is what we're trying to win. How can we win the Champions League when the teams in Spain are strengthening so well? They only have each other to play against, which is Real Madrid and Barcelona. So the strength that they're strengthening really is to compete in the Champions League. Because that's a competition that they like to win. You understand what I'm saying? La Liga only going to be down to two teams. Real Madrid and Barcelona. You understand what I'm saying? Two teams. And they know that. So the strength that they're strengthening is trying to win the Champions League, and I understand. So if they're strengthening so significantly to try to win the Champions League, what are these English teams doing? They're fussing and fighting over somebody like Rodgers. Really? Really? Make that make sense. We'll have to see the Vinny situation because he hasn't renewed it. Vinny's trying to pull off something that Mbappe pulled off at PSG. Run that shit down and leave for free. Yep. That's what I see. Because they can't force him to sign on. So all I see is him running that down and leaving for free. That is it right there. That is it. But let's see. Let's see. It's a situation where I don't know, man. We would love to get Vinny. You know what I mean? Missing out on Rodgers, we would love to get Vinny. It's a different profile. And that's what we need. We need different profile. Because I think we have profile like Rodgers. I think Eze is a profile like Rodgers. I think Zolis is a profile like Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? So we have profile like Rodgers. We need an explosive winger. You know what I mean? We need somebody who can decide a game by himself out on that wing. You know what I mean? Just causing havoc and chaos and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we need. We need these players. We need a player like a Barcola. You know what I mean? We need a player like probably alverz. Because I really and truly think Arteta is trying to get alverz for that left wing positioning. I think that's where he wants him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that's where he wants him. Yeah, so this transfer window has been inflated. It's been crazy. Teams are overpaying, and it's causing problems, really and truly problems in this window. You know what I mean? For a lot of teams. You know what I mean? This Rodgers deal that just happened just now is problems all by itself. Because for Rodgers to go for 117 mil, You know what I mean? If PSG want to sell a Barcola, how much they gonna sell him for? How much would Real Madrid consider selling Vini for now? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. We have to look into these kind of situations and realize what is causing problems in this window. It's these teams that don't understand how to operate in the market. It's these desperate teams like Chelsea Football Club, you know what I mean, that are overpaying for players. Manchester City with Enzo, you know what I mean, because he's a new manager and he's desperate to get what he wants in, they're using their financial power. Understand? You know what I'm saying? These are what I'm talking about. Crystal Chelsea attack is strong this time around. Joe Pedro, Roger, Estevio, Palmer, Caicedo, and Enzo. Let's see. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I think they're too much predictable in that attack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody in that attack is one-minded. Everybody in the attack is focused one way. You know what I mean? And if you and if you can figure out the way that they're focused, you can nail them down. Sorry. We also looking to sell Chalaba and Gusta. Well, transfer wouldn't have been crazy so far, so let's see how much money y'all can get for those, because y'all trying to sell them so y'all can um reinvest. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why y'all trying to sell them so y'all can reinvest. So let's see. Let's see what it's all about. Let's see how we're gonna get there and all of that. Xavi is trying to change the entire backline of Chelsea, selling most of the centre back and fullback. I see Xavi is trying to really change up the entire team. He's putting in his identity early, and that's good because y'all may not gel much in the first in the season coming. You know what I mean? But the second season around, he will pretty much be having like probably 80% of the players that he want. So you probably need a season, 2 or 3 seasons to get a full complete team that you desire. You know what I mean? But after that, it should be cooking. You get me? It should be cooking. Hopefully Arsenal head starts, keep them in the race. You know what I mean? And letting them understand what is really going on. Yeah, so I'm saying who's really the top dog. That's what I want. I want to make sure that the seniority of Arsenal Football Club, Arteta especially, among the other coaches, shows validation, and he can, you know what I mean, win a couple trophy well and make it make sense. So Arteta was a new manager to the Premier League 6 years ago. And now he's one of the longest serving manager here. Especially he's the longest serving manager in the Big Six. For sure. You get me? For sure. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. This season gonna be fun. I know. I promise you guys it's gonna be fun. What about Saliba replacement? One of the good thing about Saliba is this: he does not need surgery. Well, as far as the reports are concerned, so far, he does not need surgery. And the fact that he does not need surgery, that means we may not require a long-term replacement for him. The replacement that they're looking at right now is John Stones, which I think is rubbish. And the reason why I think it's rubbish is because John Stones is injury prone. You know what I mean? He might just get injured before he even kick a ball. You know what I mean? Truth of the truth, he might just get injured before he even kick a ball. So looking at John Stones as a cover for probably a month or two for Saliba is nonsense to me. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But we will see. We will see. Saliba, they're assessing him, you know what I mean? And they said that he might not, which if he is not, then you know what I mean, that's good. That's good. If he does not require surgery, that is fantastic news. So let's see how that gonna work out. And we will see. Let's see how that works out. Uh yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Chris. You've been doing a good job in the chat so far, Chris. You know what I mean? You've been bringing the questions, man. You've been here chilling, chatting. You know what I'm saying? And keeping it real. Really do appreciate that. Really do appreciate that. Big up yourself, blah. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Chris, have you guys made any offers for Barcola yet? No. No, we haven't made any offers at all for Barcola yet. So um let's see what gonna be the outcome of that situation. You know? Yeah. Let's see how that one pans out. Barcode has a different profile from what we're really trying to do, to be honest. Total different profile. So, yeah, let us see how it really gonna work for us if we sign a barcoder, because, as I said before, it's a situation where Arsenal missing out on Rodgers. And that just means that if Rodgers had a certain profile that we were looking for, you know what I mean, to do certain kind of plays, you know what I mean? Rodgers is kind of unique, so there's not much players out there like him, you know what I mean? So we're hoping that, well, it's a situation where Arteta are going to have to adjust, right? Going to have to adjust, or we probably can look at the profiles that we have already and see if we can use them the way that we would want to, we wanted to use Rodgers. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's see that. Blah in the building, as I mentioned before. Yes. Crystal, loving it. The community is getting better. As I told you, by this December around, will be even better. We're getting better every day, man. I'm making sure. I'm trying. If you look at the screen right now, you see two of me, right? Yeah, you see two of me if you look at the screen right now. This is me experimenting and trying to figure out some stuff with this app that I'm using. You know what I'm saying? By the time the Premier League comes around and we're doing watch along, we'll be having the scoreboard and all of that on the screen. So we're getting better and we're moving forward. Yeah, we're doing it, man. Trust me. We're doing it. Big up Alex. Big up Alex O'Reilly. Where the Barca warm after Messi loss. I don't think Barca are gonna claim Messi right now because all the Spain team was from Barcelona pretty much. You know what I'm saying? All the Spain team was from Barcelona. So it's a situation where they're just in their own little run right now. They have gone past Messi. You know what I mean? The Messi is a thing of the past right now as far as they're concerned. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They still love him, but their current generation is what they're really looking at right now. Barcelona centre back was a young player of the year. You know what I'm saying? So they have some pretty decent players coming up. You see me? So Messi is a thing of the past, to be honest. Blah said Barca literally won a World Cup. Pretty much. You know what I mean? Pretty much. Pretty much. There was only one. Well, actually, there was 3 Arsenal players in that team, though. You know what I mean? Don't forget that. You ain't gonna just shoot my team under the rug like that, blah. There was 3 Arsenal players in that team. You know what I mean? Yeah. We are sad because of his last match. That is. Who is sad? You know, we sad nothing. You need to retire. I'm not sad. I'm not feeling nothing at all. You need to retire. I ain't even gonna lie about that. You need to retire. The young generation need to come up. You know what I mean? Julian Alverz and them, they need to start shining now. But they can't shine while Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi is still playing. You know what I'm saying? Because they're hugging the spotlight. They're hugging the spotlight. Once they're still in the team, they have to play the football for them. You know what I'm saying? They have to play the football for them. So that's the whole situation right there. Messi won it. What did he want? It's okay, accept the reality. UEFA Champions League is for Jose and Madrid. Jose and Madrid ain't winning no Champions League, man. Dinosaur ain't coming to defend this nothing. What you gonna do? Party bus and win it? No, people gonna find a way through that. They're gonna bring sledgehammers and all of that shit. Jose Mourinho ain't gonna park. Jose Mourinho can't park no damn bus in this league no more. You know what I mean? No. Alex said, "Hello, Madrid, bro. Madrid ain't winning nothing, bro. Because number one, they have to pass Arsenal. Madrid have never been an Arsenal in a competition. Yeah. Yep. That's a fact. That's a fact. So I don't know what you're talking about. Hala Madrid and this and that. Madrid team is a team of the past, you know, man. Madrid is a dinosaur team. Back in the days when they were feared. Yeah, back in the days when they were feared. Ain't nobody scared of them no more. Nobody's scared of them no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a situation where they're going to say, okay, this is it, or this is that, or whatever it is. Nobody's scared of Madrid anymore. If Jose can't do it with Porto, imagine with Madrid. If Jose can do it with Porto. That was a long time he did with Porto, though. That's the thing. That was when Jose Mourinho was Jose Mourinho. You know what I mean? When he was unpredictable and stuff like that. Now, it's just Jose Mourinho. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just regular Jose Mourinho, though. That's it. That's it. Chris, after the season, you guys will be scared. We're never scared, man. We're never scared. Not for Real Madrid. We're never scared. When you keep on beating a team that's supposed to be fearful, you're supposed to be scared of another. When you keep on beating them, why you really gonna be scared of them for? Yeah, I mean, you can't be scared of team that you keep on beating. We beat Real Madrid over and over again. I guess y'all having a Spanish thing inside the chat right now. Well, waiting on some proper news from Arsenal Football Club, but Nothing is popping up for us, man. Nothing is popping up for us. Do y'all see the shots that I just posted? I just did a nice shots for y'all. You know? I just did a nice shots for y'all. Y'all need to go check out the shots that I just posted. I actually did one of my acting. I've done one of my acting in a while. And I just did one of my acting. Alright guys, so y'all need to go check out that shots. A short video, one of my acting. Chris, you're gonna love that one. You're gonna love that shot that I just put out, Chris. It's about your team. It's about your team. Good night, guys. It's 1 a.m. We're sleepy. Bye bye. Have a good night, blah. Have a good night. Have a good night. I gotta keep on coming here like this until I build back the life where it used to be in the night. So trust me, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm gonna come live tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be live in the morning talking a bunch of football news again. Let's see what they have in store for me. Blah, accept the fact now he wants to sleep peacefully. And guys, remember, the super chats and the memberships and all of that is out. You know what I mean? Two of my loyal members already joined. Toxic and Krish. You know what I mean? They've already joined the membership branch. You know what I mean? So we have the membership, we have the super chat. You know what I'm saying? So you guys can do super chats if y'all feel so. And y'all can join the membership and all of that. Because I'm going to be start doing the actings. The actings that I like to do acting for my shorts. So I'm going to be start doing these acting and put them in the membership. So, you know what I mean? The membership can enjoy some of what I like to do, especially. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's see. Let's see. It's a good look, and I mean, we're finally become a partner of YouTube after all of the hard work. And I mean, much appreciation goes to you guys. Thank y'all so much. You know what I mean, for sticking it out with me in times like these. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. So that is it. I have an acting over on the short right now, Chris. When you go over there and watch it, you're going to see. I'm actually making fun of your team. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm actually making fun of your team. So when you go over there and watch it, you'll see. But I like to do the acting stuff. You know what I mean? It's something that I really, really like to do. So, yeah. I'm going to keep on going forward with it. But these acting ones are mostly going to be for members. You understand? So, yeah. Yeah, Blah is a Blah is a girl, bro. Alex Blah is a girl. But she knows football, though. To be honest with you, she does know football. Yeah, she does know football. I guess Nico is sleeping. Toxic is sleeping. Everybody's sleeping today. Everybody's tired. Hey, sorry for argument, bro. I am just a fan. Don't take too much serious. They don't take it serious, Alex. Trust me, don't take it serious. This community, Alex, you're a part of this community, man. Come on, you're supposed to know how this community work. You know what I mean? This community is banter and they will debate a point right to the end. But they're never gonna take it serious. Blah, Krish, Toxic, all of them, they're never gonna take it serious, man. You know what I mean? They just love the bantering too. You know what I mean? So don't worry about it, man. They don't worry, they just love the bantering, man. That's what we're here for. We live for this. You know what I mean? We live for this. I called Nikolai and he's here. He's awake. I think I wake him up. I think he hear me calling him asleep. I just said Nikolai is sleeping and here he is. Here he is. Guys, y'all keep the chat going. I'm gonna go to the restroom for a second, okay? Alright, so blah, Nico, Krish, y'all know what I want. I'm bringing back the banterism for the nightlife. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm bringing back the banterism for this nightlife. I need this to go back to blazing banterism. You know what I mean? Respectful banterism where we just go at each other respectfully and having fun. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Nico Sarada, I stayed up until 4 a.m. No, you were sleeping, man. You just wake up. Stop that. You were sleeping, Nico. I've been on here for 1 hour. You just come in. You were sleeping, Nico. You know you were sleeping. You just wake up. Yeah. Yeah, Riley, you're the captain of this ship. Hey, I'm trying to captain this ship the best I can. So, you know what I mean? We're gonna go back to being Riley's world when we were fun and entertaining. All right, so that's where we're going. We know it's going to take. We know it's going to be like that officially when the Premier League start back. That I'm sure of. I'm sure it's going to be like that officially when the Premier League starts back, right? But we're going to try to get it as close as we can. You know what I mean? With our banterism and all of that, we were having fun then. This nightlife was what was kicking. So we had two communities then. We had this community and we had the daytime community. You know what I mean? This community is where I met like Nico and a lot of persons. I think Nico, you came on in this community, right? Yeah. So yeah, yeah. Chris, you became a member. Yes, Chris is a member, man. I was eating dinner. You was eating dinner at 4 a.m. in the morning. Man, stop playing. For real? Nico is Batman. Nico is Batman. Met you daytime on Riley, but mostly was in night. Oh, so you came in the daytime. Okay. Okay, so you came in the daytime. All right, so my wish is for my moderators. If y'all can, my wish is for all of my moderators to become members. Because as I said, I want my membership to be higher. You know what I mean? I want my membership to be fire. So my wish is for my moderator and everybody else that wants to join it. You know what I mean? To become members. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be doing videos especially for y'all in that. I'm gonna be doing Nico, I'm gonna be doing that 1,000 kick up in the membership. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that 1,000 kick up in the membership. Can you join the membership or no? You can't. I get it, man. I understand. I was worried about you and blah. You know what I mean? I was worried about you and blah, to be honest with you. I was worried about you. I've been worried about you and blah. You know what I mean? I've been worried about you and blah with the membership situation. Y'all know why. Yeah. Yeah, I've been worried about you and blah with the membership situation, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But I'm off tomorrow. So I don't know. I might do 500 kickups tomorrow. Who knows? I might do 500 kickup tomorrow. I'll try. I might turn on the stream tomorrow because I was there doing some kickups today in the evening and the night. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Chris said it's okay, they'll get it soon. Yeah, they'll get it soon. Eventually. Eventually. Yeah. I was worried about you and Blah, man. I've been worried about you and Blah with that situation. Try to make sure I keep y'all in the loop the best that I can. You know what I mean? Y'all my two kids in the chat. Y'all my two kids, man. You know what I mean? Y'all my two. Yeah. I used to have a lot more of you guys, you know what I mean? But you all are the two that stick around right through, right through. Everybody else, I don't know where they are, just pass through sometimes and stuff like that. But, you know what I mean? Blah and Nico been rocks. Blah had some issues with her channel and she been trying to get it sorted out. And as soon as she get it sorted out, here she is, right back again. So, yeah. Blah said, whoa, breaks. Yeah. In your dreams, Nico. You think I is a in your dream? You see my ball control skills, right? Nico, you see my ball control skills, right? So you know I'm no fluke with the ball at my foot. You see my ball control skills. Yeah. It's good I turned 18 3 years back before meeting you guys and Riley. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, don't worry, Nico gonna be right here until you turn 18. So he'll be fine. It's a long way though. It's a long way. It's a long way. But Nico, no, you can't beat me 1v1, bro. Nope. No, I haven't seen that shot yet. I'll check it out. If I don't get to check it out tonight, I'll check it out tomorrow when I get up. I haven't seen it yet. I'll be 14 soon, though. I'll be ball boy in no time. Riley, I can't nutmeg you in my sleep, bro. You know you're playing, bro. You know you're playing. As I said, you see my ball control, right? You don't even have half the ball control that I have. And then you're going to tell me that you can do this stuff to me. Really? For real? Come on, bro. Watch short, Riley. Let me watch short. What short? The short that I did a short since night. Yeah, I have a short since night going out. Probably ain't going to fly until tomorrow. Um, October 28th. 8 plus 2 equal 10. That's messy number. uh, I'm a January baby, man. I'm a January boy. I'm a Capricorn. Yeah, I'm a Capricorn. I know you support Liverpool, Blah. Remember that we beat you 4-0. Who support Liverpool? Blah? Riley, I'm Capricorn 2, 7th of January for me. 13 for me, bro. Friday the 13th. That's the day I was born. Yeah, Friday the 13th for me. Me? No, I ain't sleepy yet. Alright, you should see my highlights. I'm basically Rafinha with none of his skills. But all cardio. Oh man. I said I'm Libra. Scorpio. Lot of different personalities in the chat. Lots of different personalities in the chat. Yeah, blah. Nico funny as hell. What's the purpose of being Rafinha without his skills? The skills is what you need him for, but you don't have his skills. So what's the purpose of being him? and then you gonna nutmeg me. Me. Gotta be crazy. Gotta be crazy. He's a madman. So you go nothing me. My coach said once in a match I was running the whole match but doing nothing. Following my model. He was just trying to get fit, man. Tell the coach he was trying to get fit. You thought it was an exercise drill. Just say, coach, I thought it was an exercise drill. I didn't know it was an actual match. I miss Rafi. Yeah, we miss him we miss him in Barcelona in Brazil too. It would have been a different game if we had him. Different game. Yeah. Yeah, but as I was mentioning earlier on, guys, we're gonna bring back the nightlife to light. You know what I mean? We're gonna light it up and we're gonna bring it back to the banterism. So we're getting it geared up from now. We understand that it's not gonna get there until the league pretty much is up and running. Because that's when everybody comes out and it's at its best. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna start it nevertheless. And just do what we need to do. You know what I mean? Just do what we need to do. And just go through and do it. You understand me? Yeah. So we're not too worried about what's going on now. It'll be fine. It will be fine. We will be here enjoying ourselves with what we're doing. So all good. That's all I know. We'll be all good. Um Uh, yeah. Sorry, guys. Why the people watching the live are not commenting? Riley, when Chelsea inevitably win another UEFA Champions before Arsenal, would you say that they're the biggest club in London? Never. Never. Chelsea will never be considered the biggest club in London, though. Chelsea is a scrub. Did you see the short? You see the shorts I just did? No, I'm not scrolling on my phone. I'm actually doing something pertaining to the live. I'm actually doing something pertaining to the live, Nico. Every time you see me doing something, it's always about what I'm doing right here. Trust me. It's pertaining to the live. No, this thing that we're doing right now, I'm trying to upgrade it. This app that I'm on right now, I'm trying to upgrade it so I can get some different perks so I can make this more better. I'm telling you, I'm always trying to do um what I need to do. I'm trying to get this better. Okay, it is done. Hmm, interesting. Yeah, okay. Yeah, guys, I'm making this better. Should be nice now. I'm streaming off PC. Once I'm going this direction, I'm doing on the PC. When I do in the daylight, the vertical, I'm doing from the phone. All right, I got a question for you. All Jimenez or Henry? Henry all day, bro. That's not even a question. That's not even a question, man. That's not even a question. You're wrong to ask a question like that, Nico. That is mad. That's not even a question, Nico. To be honest with you, Nico. Come on. Come on, Nico. Let's be real. Yeah, but could Henry do it against Ecuador? Henry have done it against everyone. Yeah, Henry's Henry. You know what I mean? He has done it. He has done it all. That's why it's called a king, man. He ain't called a king for no reason, you know. He has done it all, man. He has done it all. That's Henry we're talking about now. Don't forget now. I ain't gonna lie. That's the reason why you can't play ball. That's the reason why you can't play ball, man. You gotta get to the program, Nico. You gotta get with the program. Henry done it against the bigger boys, man. Come on, Henry's a World Cup winner. Yeah, Nico sleep. Guess so. Yeah, he needs sleep for sure. For sure. For sure. I'm coming on again tomorrow morning, guys. I'm gonna be here in the morning, so make sure y'all ready for it. I'm gonna be here in the morning. Right? I, I just do a subscription and I think I did it at the wrong place, so I need to fix it. Yeah, I think he's sleep. He's sleepy, blah. I think he's sleepy. To be honest with you, I'll see with him. I think he's sleepy. Think he's sleepy. No joke. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, you can love a player, but that doesn't mean it better. Like I love Ronaldinho. You know what I mean? But the world said he's not better than Messi. You know what I mean? But he's my favorite. He's a goat for me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love Ronaldinho, but The world said he's not better than Messi. But it is what it is. That don't change my love for the player. So I understand what you're saying, Nico. I said, Nico, can you open your eyes? Sleepy, Nico, sleepy. Go wash out with water. Yeah. Never, Nico. Never. Dreaming. Dreaming. That's dreamland kind of setting for real. You know what I mean? That's the kind of dreamland kind of setting that you're wondering like, is Nico okay? Is he okay? Can somebody check on him, please? Somebody check on Nico. Because he's coming up with some stuff right now that makes no sense. It's not sense. Nah, man. Liverpool is a little house. Is Liverpool is a little house close to Everton. You know that little house that named Liverpool close to Everton? Yeah, it's a little house. You know, just a little teeny red house. That's it. With a little with a little pool outside of it. That's why they call it Liverpool. You know what Sesame Street? Is it Sesame Street with that big red dog? You know what I mean? That's just like Liverpool, that big red little thing outside of Everton. You know what I mean? Just trying to be relevant. That's what's going on. Just like how Arsenal is like the kiddie pool next to Chelsea. No, that's Tottenham. You mixing them up. That's Tottenham. Arsenal is a big one that both Tottenham and Chelsea is beside. Like a little, you know what I mean, dot? Yeah. So when you say Everton, I remember Michelle. Yeah. Yeah. It says the team that could even beat Everton. I read it. I read it, blah. I just didn't give it any energy. I did read it. I did read it. Nico always talking stuff about Spurs. I think he's a secret Spurs fan, you know. I think he's a secret Spurs fan. He's always trying to get me to say stuff about Spurs on live and stuff like that. I think Nico is a serious Spurs fan. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's the Spurs fans are underneath quiet. It's just that Spurs are so disgusting. They're so, you know what I mean? That he's just scared to openly admit it in public. But man, if you love Spurs, you love Spurs. Just say that. We ain't gonna judge you much. We ain't gonna judge you much, Nico. Just much. You understand me? Yeah. I understand that you want to be in the channel all the time, because if not, then you have to be like lightning. Come like once a month. But it's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay. Even Spurs need love too. Nah. 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 Scrap that. Yeah, just scrap that one. Nico, come on, man. You don't have to be ashamed of Spurs, man. It's just, you don't have to be ashamed. It's okay. Even dog poop need to be take up. Even dog poop, you have to take up dog poop sometimes. That's what you have to do with Spurs, man. Take them up like your dog poop. Get your plastic bag, Nico, and go take up your club. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Yeah, nah. Nah. Can't spell, bro. It is alright, man. It's fine. It's fine. But guess what? I think I'm falling asleep now. So let's call this one a night until tomorrow. All right, let's do this again tomorrow. Tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Yeah, guys, let's do this again tomorrow so we can see. You know what I mean? It's a rough one. Yeah. Madrid is rich, right? All right, guys. You guys have been awesome, man. You guys have stayed with me as usual. You know what I mean? Stick it out with me and you're here. I appreciate you guys a million. Thank you guys so much for being here. You know what I mean? I see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Get some sleep. Can't accept my correct. Yeah. So thank you guys, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. We will see you all tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'll try to do a stream in the morning tomorrow. All right? So, big up, everybody. Big up on the damn self. Y'all heard? Yes, I appreciate y'all for staying with me. You know what I mean? And we will see you all tomorrow. Good night, right? Good night, Chris. Good night, Blah, Nico.